kind of have to have somebody teach you how to do it a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the fight game.
Yeah.
Somebody could sit with you and get really bored with technical boxing. It might be the best you've ever seen, and it's not a slugfest or a brawl, and you have to explain, well, see, some jazz.
Yeah. Some jazz.
That's Bitches Brew.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor's Bitches Brew, arguably one of the most seminal. It's all over the place. And some is very contained. Like the disc jockey's voice.
Yeah.
Some people are very mechanized.
The jazz thing is a really good analogy because you're either into jazz or you're not into jazz. And I like it as background music, but I have a good friend, my friend Alonzo Bowden is a jazz aficionado, and he like hosts jazz tours and stuff. And he's a stand-up comic, so he'll do like comedy on these things, and he just loves it. I mean, he like lives for it.
Well, I see the look on your face is because nobody taught you how to taste beer. Beer works in 3 parts, and like it says in the Pickwick Papers, you don't taste it with a sip.
We taste it with
You got to gulp, you got to quaff, you got to something. And when you describe, well, there's the finish to the taste of a Cuban cigar. They go, you mean when it's finished in the end? No, the finish. Okay, somebody explain these things to me. All right, what's the difference between Scotch whiskey and Tennessee bourbon? Well, there's an E in the word.
Right.
In bourbon whiskey, there's an E, and there is no E in the word in whiskey for Scotch. Okay, that simple sort of starts it. Jazz music, somebody explains it to you in very simple, digestible, not lofty necktie terms.
Okay,
you begin to understand a little bit of what's going on.
How do you explain it to somebody?
Okay.
How would you explain jazz to me?
I'll really tighten up for you. Excuse me. Wow, at least I got my health going for me, huh? We'll do it in the Beatles style. Here's the best way to go for somebody new and interested. The McCartney note and the Lennon note, okay? The McCartney note is always kind of happy. I've actually bumped into Sir Paul over at Henson Studios, and he's really happy, okay? And his note will go, da 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 da. Hear how pretty that sounds. It sounds pretty. I'll do it again. Ba da 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 ba da. Lennon, he's the salt and the caramel, baby. He's got there's a darkness, there's an edge, there's a shadow. Listen to the last 3 notes. Ba da 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 da.
The drop off.
And there's a little darkness. And those last 3 notes is where you get that little bit of pepper in the chocolate, yo. And it's a little wistful. It's a little melancholy, and ain't life like that. And when you put them together, it doesn't sound like they do. But if I could, I'd sing both parts, and it goes together, and you go, wow, bittersweet. Like my fucking career. Like my last 3 and here we go.
So you kind of have to listen to jazz like you would taste wine.
Okay. The best for this, Thelonious Monk. Same thing. The right hand is Paul, left hand's John, and he's working these things. You can't tell, is it happy or sad?
Right.
I don't know. How was dinner last night? Same. It is indicative if that's what's around you, because it's not just happy. That's Disney. It's not just sad. Think of somebody who's always tuning his guitar to sad. There are some folks who do that. Leonard Cohen, who has since passed, is what. That sounded more like Bowie, but
I know what you mean.